Hey, Jonathan Vogel, health coach with Origins Health Ministries. I'm excited you've decided to join me in this video in which we're going to talk about why exercise doesn't have to be so hard. We all know that dirty little word exercise because it's one of those things that we avoid. We try to run from it, avoid it at all costs because we don't want any part of it, right? We hate that word. But the thing is, it really doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be something that takes a lot of time. You don't need to go out and run a bunch of miles, join a gym, lift a bunch of weights, or even spend a bunch of time in high-intensity cardio. I'm going to share with you today 3 simple things you can add into your life right now that won't completely disrupt your life and that actually will make exercise relatively simple and maybe even enjoyable. And so I hope you'll stick with me. Let's get into these 3 ideas, these 3 simple tips and principles to make exercise simple. Okay, so tip number 1 to make exercise simpler is simply get up. All of us are living incredibly sedentary lives. That's just the way our world and our society is right now. We sit in the car on a commute, some people up to an hour-long commute to work. Then we get to the office and we spend all day long sitting in a chair behind a desk for hours on end, barely getting up to maybe go to the restroom or to a meeting or whatever the case may be. Then we come home. Maybe sometimes a lot of us are working from home right now, but we come home, we sit on the couch, we sit at the dinner table. We're sitting all day long, living sedentary lifestyles, doing very little activity. So a simple step you could take right now that would make a world of difference in your health, in your lifestyle, in your weight loss efforts is to get up. Get up often. Stand a little bit. Get yourself a standing desk and stand for your work the majority of the day. Get out and do stuff that gets you up, gets you moving, gets you standing. You've got to get up more often. And so I encourage you, take those steps, set a reminder on your phone, use your watch has a stand feature, do something to force yourself to get up more often throughout the day. It'll make a huge difference in your weight loss and in your health optimization. Okay, tip number 2 to optimizing your health, making exercise simple, is to walk. Yes, it really is that simple. If you would just start walking more, it'll make a huge difference. Let me tell you, when I decided to change my health because I was overweight, I had no energy, all these things were going awry, I finally decided to make a change. And so I made primarily a big dietary change. But in the process, I started, the only exercise that I added was to walk more often. And so I would go out on an evening walk or walk a few more times during the day, but I tried to walk more, and that's all I did. And in the matter of 3 or 4 months, I had lost over 40 pounds just by walking. The old idea that you've got to exercise as hard and work off the calories that you've eaten, that's a myth. That's not what it's all about. The majority of your weight loss efforts is going to be dietary related with some movement. You can't keep living this sedentary lifestyle. So get out and walk. Take some time, some of those times when you stand to work, go for a walk. Go to the bathroom on the opposite end of the building. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Park your car at the farther end of the parking lot at the grocery store and take that time to walk. Walk more. Go out in the morning on a 10 or 15 minute walk with the dog. When you come home in the evenings and after dinner, go out on a walk around the neighborhood with your spouse or with your dog or your kids. Get out and walk. Whatever length is comfortable to you, whatever works for you, whatever pace works, just get out and walk more often. Walk a little further each time. You could even make it somewhat of a game to hit a certain number of steps every day. Whatever will help you, whatever works, do it. But you've got to walk more, and it really can be that simple. To get out and hit a trail or a natural park can make it even more enjoyable. Get out and walk. Okay, the third tip to making exercise simpler is to lift heavy things. Now bear with me because I'm not telling you, I already said that you don't need a gym membership and all this equipment, right? And that's not what I'm saying now. What I simply mean by that is to start doing things in your life that put a little bit of resistance on your muscles. And you really only need to do this a couple times a day. So it could be as simple as some body weight exercises, maybe some bands, some push-ups, some squats, something really, really simple. And there's all kinds of ways you can do that. Even if you can't do a full push-up, you could do one on your knees. You could do some of these modifications to put a little bit of resistance on your body. Doesn't need to be long, doesn't need to be extremely heavy, and certainly doesn't need to be every day. But every now and then add some resistance, push your muscles a little bit, build a little bit of muscle. We're not looking to get all bulky and crazy, but just to add that muscle, add that resistance, which is going to increase the growth hormone, which is going to increase your ability to burn fat, and overall just make you healthier. Ladies with small children that you're carrying around the house all day long, you're already doing it. That's what I mean by simple. It's really that simple. If you get out and do some yard work where maybe you're moving some heavy things around, or you're building something with wood, or you're laying some pavers, you're doing that heavy work. You're lifting heavy things. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about that we need to do more often. Our ancestors were out working in the fields. They were out doing things, continually lifting heavy things, putting that resistance on their muscles, and they were healthier for it. And that's what you need to do as well. Do the same thing. Just put a little bit of resistance to your muscles. Lift heavy things. All right, I hope these tips were simple. I hope they make a difference in your life and make you think a little different about exercise. It doesn't have to be this drawn-out course or spending time in the gym or some routine, some program. It can be as simple as getting up more often, walking more, and lifting heavy things, putting that resistance on your muscles. It really can be that simple, and that can make a world of difference in your reaching your health goals, optimizing your health, getting the weight off if you're looking to lose weight, whatever it may be. These simple steps can make a huge difference. Now, if I can give you any more help, I would love to give you a copy of our Origins Grocery Guide. This is just simply a guide to walk you through how to make healthy decisions when going grocery shopping, selecting foods that you're going to add into your diet, walk you through some of how to read labels on packaging, how to identify key ingredients that you really want to stay away from, and then walk you through some of the aisles at the store so that you can make the wisest decisions that will optimize your health and weight loss efforts. And I'd love to give you a copy of that guide. Go to originshealthministries.com/grocery. There'll be a link down in the description. You can go get a copy of that, download it for yourself, use it. I know it'll serve you well. And then we'd love it if you just subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of the videos that we put out, this information that can be huge in optimizing your health. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.